Yo, there's another after workout video. Shout out to Alan_strong70. That's Alan_strong70 here on Instagram or on Instagram. He made a post one day that said it's not that people don't like what you're saying, it's that they don't like who it's coming from. So I know when it comes to cognitive dissonance, it's going to be very easy to dismiss me, right? Black man, I'm talking about mental health. I don't have all the credentials and things that other mental health professionals have, so it's easy to just push me to the side and dismiss me. But does that mean it's right? Does that mean that what I'm saying is wrong? Cognitive dissonance is very real, especially in the black community. And I'll tell you why. So, why is cognitive dissonance so big in the black community? Well, one is your mind is already trained. Their mind is already trained to be one track and one way, and this is how it works, this is how it is. And it's been going on since you were a little kid, right? Aristotle says, give me a child to the age of 7, I'll show you the man. So it's already locked in. So anything that comes after that is going to be like, you're wrong, it's not true, blah, blah, blah. Even if the people see it for themselves, you're still going to say that it's not true. It's not right. That's not how it works. Not all people, nobody's perfect. And these are all just your brain pushing this information away because it doesn't want to have to do anything different. I went through this process. That's why I can speak on it so fluently, so easily, because for years I went through the same process you're going through. You see the bullshit for what it is, but for some odd reason you won't shake the bullshit off. Why? Because even though it's bullshit, it's comfortable bullshit. That's the bottom line. Is there's something that goes, I'd rather stick with the devil I know versus the angel of the unknown. And that's what most people just stick in that mode. Or if it's something that they don't have to work for. Let's say, when people talk about, religion, we'll use religion because it's the easiest to pick on. You're born one way and then you're raised one way and then blah, 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 right? So, but then the Hoteps come and then the queen, my queen, and the 13 tribes of Israel and all the other stuff. It's easy to absorb that and relate to that because it follows along the same lines. And the easiest thing is you don't have to change nothing. You don't have to do nothing to go from learning the Christianity over to Hotep. You got to do nothing. There's no work involved. So it's easy as to be like, yeah, I believe in it now, yeah. There's no work involved. There's no mental capacity. There's no work involved. Now I'm going to say something that's going to be a little controversial. Don't care. A lot of y'all don't have the mental capacity or smart enough to be able to comprehend things on the higher levels anyway. That's why a lot of black men do not speak about things that I talk about when it comes to mental health, because they know it's going to be hard to try to convince other people that there's something going on. It's too much time and energy. That's why I'd rather do this over YouTube or rather do it over social media versus talking to each individual person, because it's just going to take too much time. And the average person is a 6th, 7th grade reading level. The average person didn't graduate high school or definitely nothing after high school or barely graduated high school. So when I make videos and things that I'm talking about, it's going to primarily be for 6. That's why I always say 6, how you copy. Copy clear cap, what you got. 6%. It's 6%. And if it's not for you, you just keep it pushing. Keep it moving. You don't have to, there's nobody forcing you to stay here. But see, your brain's going to be on some whole, no, tell him he's wrong, or tell him he think he know better than me, and tell him, that's your brain responding. That's cognitive dissonance. You see how that works? Anytime you hear something, it makes sense to your subconscious, but your brain is like, because you have to dismiss me. You have to dismiss me. If you don't dismiss me, then those things that bounce around in your head, and Lord forbid you want that to happen. You have to dismiss me. Sex, alcohol, drugs, food, and work. You see the cycle? It's a cycle. Cognitive dissonance is a cycle. Until you break its cycle. They talk about generational curses. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. Same shit. I grew up without my dad. You're gonna grow up without your dad. You're gonna be poor. Struggle. In the cycle. It keeps going and going. But we need to break these generational curses. All right. Well, listen. Let's learn some more about mental health. Let's work on our mental health, man. Okay. Well, hotep. To break the curse or to break the cycle, you have to do things differently. To do things differently, you got to convince the brain to open up a little bit to allow some things to go in, and that's not going to happen. Especially like the older crowd, it's a wrap for them. People my age, close to 50 and older, but then we'll say a 10 range, we'll say 40 to 60, it's a wrap. There's no reason to talk to them. It's a wrap. They're not, people that age is not hearing anything I got to say. Nothing. Because that would mean most of their life was a lie. That would mean they have to change some things now and they're older and stuck in their ways. That's why I'm like the younger crew. Come on. The younger crew, I can deal with the younger crew because they're like, I see where we're going with this. All right, let me try to change some things up. Cognitive dissonance is real. And it's happening all the time. All the time. When I say all the time, for the time you wake up, even while you're asleep, it's still going on in your mind because your brain, your subconscious is having you dream of stuff. All the time. And the only way to break that cycle is to let something come in. Whether you do it, whether you don't, it's your life. I was walking the other day and came up with this saying, you got one more yesterday. You have one less tomorrow. I'm out.